Hi everyone, this is Jasmine DeSalle. Welcome to my Remind tutorial, a platform for you to communicate with your parents. So we are going to, of course, you have to go to remind.com, and on the right it says sign up for free. So if you do not have an account, you have to press sign up for free. And then you'll type in your email, and then or you can just go ahead and sign up with your Google account, your Gmail account. So I'm going to back on out because I have already created an account. I have used this before for several of my classes in the past. So I'm just going to go and log in with my email account that I have already used. So I'll go down where it says login with Google, and I'll go ahead and click my Google account that I want to sign up with, that I want to log in with. And then I can select my school if you want to go ahead and connect with your school. Or you can click I do not work for a school if you didn't want to do that. And we're going to go back here. Okay, we're going to log back in. I apologize. All right, so if you look at the top left corner, it'll have my name there, and it has several drop down boxes. Account settings is the one we're going to explore first. Under account settings, it has your profile. You can put your picture there, first and last name, create a password. My role is a teacher. I can join in with my school. If you go all the way down, you'll have to go ahead and click accept the terms. If you wanted to delete the account, if you're no longer using it, you can do that there as well. So notification preferences, I have mine turned off here. For my email, you can also add your phone number, and you can get these notifications sent to you however you would prefer. Next, we're going to go to app integrations. You can actually integrate this app with another app that you may already be using for your class. There's several options if you scroll down. Next is the widgets button, and here's where you will, maybe if you have a class website, your classroom website, you can go ahead and click on this and copy this widget code and embed this into your website. And if we go down to the bottom, it'll show you how this will look if you embed it into your website. So once you embed this into your website, of course, it'll have the Remind icon, and it'll say sign up for Remind, so your parents can easily click there to sign up. Message history, so this is all of your announcements. These are all of your announcements for your classes. If you wanted to select the start and end date and export, it'll show you all of the announcements that you've had from a specific date, start date to an end date. This is good for maybe if you have a student starting later on in the year, and you want to get the parents kind of up to speed with everything that's going on in your class. You can send them this, and it'll have all of the previous messages or previous announcements. Next is archived classes, and here is where you will see all of your classes that have been archived. When you set up a class, you have to set up a start and end date, and when the end date comes, it automatically, once it passes, it automatically sends that class into your archive classes. But if you look at the three dots on the right, you can see that you can unarchive the class, and you can even reuse the class code if you wanted to. Next is blocked users. So if you accidentally send someone a code or add them to the class and you no longer want them to be in the class, or maybe and so it'll be right here. You'll see all of your blocked users. Now maybe you blocked someone and you accidentally blocked them. Well, you can still see them here, and then you can unblock them if that's necessary. So we're going to go back under my name, J DeSalle. So account settings, we've explored everything under account settings. If we go back under my name, the next option is to click on get help. If there's anything outside of this tutorial that you are still you still have questions about or you're unfamiliar with, you can easily get help there. Go back to my name. We're going to click on get the Remind app. So right here is where you can put in your phone number and text the link to your phone. I am using this for my desktop, but right now, so if I wanted to send this to my phone so I can get the notifications, and if I wanted to be able to communicate with my parents on the go, I can use that mobile app. Back under my name, the last option is to log out. So we've explored everything under where you would see your name. Next is add. We're going to click on add class. Okay, so how do we add a class? We click on add class there. And then if there was a class already existing, we could join the class, or you can have someone join the class if it's for a parent. But you're going to create the class. So create class. You're going to give this class a name. I'm going to put Miss Giselle. That's my last name. As you can see, as I am naming this class, it's giving me a class code. And I just have to click create. All right, so now I have created a class. And now I want to send a new announcement to my class. And so this is great if you wanted to give a weekly newsletter, or if you've come up from a long break or something like that and you want to have the parents abreast to everything that's going on, or if you wanted to just send whatever it is you need to send to your parents. If you wanted to communicate with every parent at once, this is where you will send your announcement. And as you can see the announcement there. Okay. Also, if you wanted to send a message to a particular parent in regard to an individual student, you can go there and click on send a message. Okay, so that takes care of messages. Now, if you were to create some kind of document or file, maybe you created a newsletter in Canva or something like that. Whatever the file is, you can go ahead and submit it here. Next, in order for us to have someone to communicate with, we're going to have to add people to our class. So add people. Here, if you want to add, you have to add the individual based on their role. So if you wanted to add a student, you would click on student, put the student's name and email, and then parent. If you wanted to add a parent, make sure you click on parent. If you wanted to add another teacher, maybe you have a co-teacher and you wanted the co-teacher to also be a part of the class, the teacher will actually be another owner. It'll be a co-owner, so they can actually send messages and send announcements as well. So printable PDFs. So if you didn't want to individually send based on the email and phone number, you can go ahead and print this out and give it to your students, and they can just go home and give it to their parents, and the parents can sign up that way. The next one says in-person instructions. If you were in person right next to the parent, in front of the parent, you can give the parent this code and tell them to send it to that number. Share link. Okay, we can copy this link right here and we can send this out to all of our parents at once if we were to, send it through our gradebook, or if we had an option to do that, to send a message to all of our parents in our class at once, through whatever platform your school uses to do that. Next is, so we've gone through messages, files, people. The last one is settings. So we've already created this class. However, we can come here and we can change the name if we wanted to. Also, we can click on require approval to join. So even if you sent someone the code, you would have to approve them before they join your class. Now, this is talking about the participant messaging. So you can put role-based, students talk to students, parents talk to parents. The first one says on. If you put on, it says participants. All participants can talk to all participants. And the last one, you can just click on no one can talk to anyone. So if you want to change your avatar, you can also do that. Change the avatar if you wanted to change your picture for this particular class, and then make sure you press save. So we've gone over all of the drop down boxes under my name. We've added a class. We have looked at how to send messages, files, how to add people, change the settings, and that is it. Thank you for watching my tutorial. I hope that you find this tutorial helpful, and I hope that